At this time, we're going to begin the formal portion of today's ceremony. I would ask that everybody please stand for the national anthem. Today, the national anthem will be sung by Lydia McShane of the University of Pittsburgh's Graduate School of Public and International Affairs.
Thank you. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Ms. McShane. You may be seated. As we begin today's ceremony, I would like to thank the City of Pittsburgh's Mayor's Office, Welcoming Pittsburgh, the University of Pittsburgh, Carnegie Mellon University, and the City Parks Conservancy for making this special ceremony possible. Where we stand here today in celebration of you, the soonest to be new citizens of the United States, the journey each of you has taken to arrive here is as diverse as each of you. This space where we stand also has a long and journeyed history. Prior to 2006, we would have been standing in a parking lot. Today, we stand in a beautiful park. A public space that brings together children, students, academics, old friends, new friends, and now us. The space provides an opportunity to exchange ideas, to try new foods, and to share new experiences. This space also serves as a bridge between two great universities, University of Pittsburgh and Carnegie Mellon University, and is a perfect place for us to gather here today to celebrate you. At this time, I would like to introduce our first speaker, Betty Cruz, Manager for Special Initiatives from the Office of Mayor William Peduto, City of Pittsburgh.
Thank you, Michael. As a first-generation Cuban American, it is so special for me personally to be here today and to carry out the mayor's vision to build a more welcoming experience for all of our residents, particularly for our newest immigrants that are coming to our city, and a population that we're seeing grow. Whether it's our residents from Bhutan or from Latin America, the community is growing, and we want to make sure the mayor's committed to making sure that your experience here is as welcoming as possible. I had the great pleasure before the ceremony started to speak with a gentleman in the audience, and he was saying his story, how he's been living here for more than 40-some years, small business owner, Italian, and soon to be proud Italian-American, and it's just so moving. Your story is my story, is my parents' story, is the mayor's story. He speaks proudly of his Italian roots, and we're just so thankful. The step that you're taking is so meaningful, and please know that it's not lost on us. We appreciate you, and we're just so thankful to be sharing in this journey with you, with our great university partners, with the Parks Conservancy, and that's all I'm going to say for now. We'll get this show going. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Betty. Now let's get on with the business of the day. I'm going to call out the roll call of countries. When you hear your country called, please stand and remain standing for the oath. At this time, I want to present 20 applicants for naturalization from the following 11 countries. Bhutan, please stand. Brazil, Cameroon, Egypt, Iran, Italy, Kosovo, Nigeria, Romania, Taiwan, Turkey. Okay. Everybody's standing? Any friends and family members, if you would like to come to the side to take photographs while we administer the oath, please feel free to do so. Please raise your right hands and repeat after me. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, and that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations, you're all now citizens of the United States of America. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize Carnegie Mellon University President Subra Suresh for remarks.
Thank you very much. Let me offer my congratulations to all of you. I'm one of you. So I know the path you took. I know the trials and tribulations that go with this long journey. So congratulations. Welcome to U.S. citizenship. We're all here in one way or another because of immigration. Today's ceremony is personal. I became a naturalized U.S. citizen in 1989, 11 years after I set foot in the U.S. I came here as a student, and it's only the United States is unique. Just within a couple of decades after becoming a naturalized citizen, I was asked by the President of the United States to lead a federal agency where officially I'll have my reporting authority to the President. It cannot happen in very many places on the planet. It's a very unique place. And I'm not just the only one. So let me talk about Carnegie Mellon University and how it has been enriched by waves of immigrants who have come here, starting with our founder, Andrew Carnegie. In 1848, a family of 7 people from Dunfermline, Scotland, who lived in one room, took the long journey, a one-way trip, to settle just outside Pittsburgh, what is now the city of Pittsburgh. And just across the street from here, in 1900, the year in which he became the richest man in the world, he made an offer to the mayor's office to create a university that would educate the sons and daughters of steel workers. And that's how the university that I'm so fortunate to lead today was born just 115 years ago. Coming with nothing to the US in 1848 and becoming the richest man in the world in 1900, Andrew Carnegie also said something that is etched permanently in world history. He made the famous statement that to die rich is to die disgraced. By the time he died in 1919, he had pretty much given away everything that he had earned, and he earned quite a bit. So that's a story of an immigrant, one immigrant. And just last week in New York City, we gave the Carnegie Medal of Philanthropy to groups of individuals, and his legacy still continues. The provost of our university, Farnam Jahanian, was born in Iran, and he came to the US and became a naturalized citizen. The provost is the chief academic officer. The dean of engineering, the dean of computer science at Carnegie Mellon University, Andrew Moore, was born in England. He came here, became a faculty member, and in 2006, Google was looking for somebody to start Google Pittsburgh, and they tapped him, and he led what is now a major enterprise. And last year, he returned back to Carnegie Mellon as the dean of the School of Computer Science. The very first PhD student, the very first individual to receive a PhD at Carnegie Mellon in 1919 came from China. Mao Yisheng received his PhD in civil and environmental engineering in 1919. So internationalization is nothing new for Pittsburgh or for Carnegie Mellon University. He returned to China, was one of the founding members of the Chinese Academy of Sciences. He pioneered the construction of many buildings and bridges all across China, and his name is very well known even today, well after his death in China. An immigrant couple from Ukraine named Marvin and Sarah Resnick settled in Akron, Ohio. They sent their daughter, Judith, to Carnegie Mellon University, who got her degree in 1970. Judith became only the second American woman in space. And unfortunately and tragically, she lost her life in the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster. Another immigrant couple from Slovakia named Andrew and Julia Warhola came to the US in the early 1900s. Their son, Andy Warhol, was educated at Carnegie Mellon University, and he became the pop artist of his generation. We can go on and on. Going beyond the local to the national scene, today, 1/3 of all the American Nobel Prize winners were born abroad. 1/4 of all the members of the American or the US National Academy of Sciences were born abroad. 27% of the population or the citizens of California today were born abroad. And many, many people who have founded companies in Silicon Valley, who made Silicon Valley what it is, were born abroad. So all of us have significant things to contribute to different enterprises: art, humanities, culture, science and technology, economics, etc., etc. The citizenship is also a privilege to have. It's not just a right. And we have to exercise that privilege by getting engaged. As I congratulate you on this significant milestone, I also want to remind you that citizenship comes with a responsibility in public service, in getting engaged in public affairs. So I look forward to seeing what you all do in the future for your new country of citizenship. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, President Suresh. At this time, I would like to recognize University of Pittsburgh Chancellor Patrick D. Gallagher for remarks.
Thank you. So my fellow Americans, I've always wanted to say that. Congratulations. So I know your journey didn't start today. You've been on this journey for a while, and I'm quite sure this has been a journey that you've shared with your family and friends as you've made this decision. And I'm sure you have not approached it lightly, but we want to welcome you to this country as full citizens, as only a country made of former immigrants can do. Our entire national history as a country is written by citizens who were like you, once former citizens of another land, who came here to seek opportunity or contribute to a land that's based on an idea. The idea that holds that these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. My own family, like most families in the U.S., tell their own story through the lens of our immigration. My ancestors, just one or two generations before me, hailed from Europe, places like Ireland, Germany, and Lithuania. They came to seek work and to find opportunity and to join their families that had come before them and to prosper. And my relatives became part of the American experience, working on farms, working in factories, attending school, getting married, raising families, and serving and contributing to our country. These experiences framed our personal American journey, but it's a story that always starts, to anyone you talk to, with our original countries of origin. We celebrate the unique pride of our heritage and our culture and how it enriches our American story. You know, this city of Pittsburgh, one that literally drove the United States through the Industrial Revolution to transform us from an agrarian society of farmers to leaders in industry and now technology, is a city of immigrants. To a remarkable degree, Pittsburgh's neighborhoods retain their cultural identity and proud heritage even today. And it was these neighborhoods, in fact, that built the University of Pittsburgh, quite literally, as it turns out. Our first chancellor, Hugh Henry Breckinridge, himself an immigrant from Scotland, the Scottish were, I guess, into the university business here, started a small university on the western frontier when this country was not yet born. In fact, the Constitution was just being written that year. And a later chancellor, Chancellor John Bowman, who wanted to build a tall building to symbolize the growing character of the city, began a project in the 1920s to build the Cathedral of Learning that you see behind us. Now, that grand project was interrupted by the Depression. And as the construction came to a stop and facing enormous difficulties, Chancellor Bowman turned to the neighborhoods of those immigrants who were building and constructing this building for their support. And they responded dramatically by donating their own scarce resources, their own treasure, and their own sweat to complete the project. And in gratitude, the university began the Nationalities Room program. These rooms, originally 19 and now over 30, were to celebrate the unique heritage of our Pittsburgh region, but also to serve as a symbol of national unity and pride. Each room is designed in the heritage and with the support of the sponsoring country, and it showcases an incredibly important time in that country's history, as long as it predates the founding of the University of Pittsburgh in 1787. These projects were constructed with architects, designers, and laborers from their home country, and these rooms are a source of great pride in their heritage, but they are part of a celebration of being part of this national and regional treasure, one where we come together to build a place of learning in the heart of this industrial city. And I believe that you're going to write the next great chapter of Pittsburgh in the region. By bringing your own individual creativity and passion, by sharing your own unique heritage with all of us, you will enrich and advance the American story. It is through this vibrant combination of our collective diversity, that explosive mixing of humanity, where we all realize the full potential of human achievement. That is why we embrace diversity and inclusion at Pitt. It's why the mayor of Pittsburgh has made Welcoming Pittsburgh a central program to make this city more attractive to immigrants. And I believe that our future success, whether it's for the university, for the city, for the Commonwealth, or for the country, will depend on the creativity, the labor, and the passion of our newest immigrant citizens. So it is indeed a deep honor for me to be with you here today, to share this special moment And so let me just say a heartfelt welcome aboard and congratulations.
Thank you, Chancellor Gallagher, for your remarks. On this special day that's about you, one of the most unique things that we do here in Pittsburgh is we have one of our new citizens speak, and we do open the floor to others who might like to speak as well. So while he comes up, this will give some of you in the audience an opportunity to tell your story, so think about if you want to come up and say a few words. We only ask that you don't say anything political or religious related, and to keep your remarks brief. At this time, I would like to introduce Alp Ozpiner from Turkey to come up and address the group.
So first of all, I would like to congratulate everybody on this amazing day. It's definitely a privilege and honor to be along you. My goal is to briefly talk about kind of like my upbringing, how I ended up here and how I ended up in Pittsburgh. So I was born and raised in Istanbul, Turkey, spent a couple of years in Germany. And in 2003, my mother and I came to Davis. She was on a Fulbright scholar to kind of explore. My goal initially was to learn English. However, when I came here, I really experienced a welcoming society. I used to play tennis, and the high school team and the people I was surrounded with were very lovely. I still remember my ESL teacher, Miss Ballard, for helping me get through all the challenges I have faced. So I ended up staying in high school, played tennis, and I graduated and started my endeavors in college at University of California at Davis. Majored in engineering and played tennis. And again, I was very, very lucky to have people really accept me and take me through the struggles I faced. Upon graduation, I pursued graduate studies in Oregon, Portland, Oregon, for a brief amount of time before I realized what I wanted to do was pursue medicine as a career. And I attended OHSU, Oregon Health and Science University, and graduated from medical school, and currently I'm a resident at UPMC in neurological surgery. We all faced a lot of challenges throughout our time in the U.S., and a lot of uncertainties and a lot of nights that you don't know what the next day may be and what your future plans are. But what I've learned is that there's a lot of second opportunities here. If you pick a path that you're not happy with, you can change your path as long as you work hard, stay honest, and really care about the people that you're surrounded with. And with that said, I kind of want to thank all my advisors, all the people that have supported me, and my final words would be, no matter what path you choose in this country, in this wonderful country, as long as we stay honest, we work hard, and we strive to make a difference in the society, I think everybody will be supporting us, and we can have the opportunity to make a difference and help the people around us. And again, with that, I would like to congratulate all of you on this amazing day.
Thank you, Mr. Ozpiner, for those words. Would anybody else like to come up and share a little bit today? Any of the new citizens? Today is your very special day, your chance to say a few words to the group. No takers. Okay. At this time, I would like everybody to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. When we say the pledge, we do so with our right hand over our hearts. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. At this time, we're going to be presenting the new citizens with their certificate of naturalization. When you hear your name called, please come forward to receive your certificate, and you will receive a flag from Chancellor Gallagher. Olusambo Owolfa. Rajendra Basnet. Sao Chen. Vivian Fominyam. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Mujtaba Ghafouri. Ardita Hisenja. Renato Antonio de Lago Acone. Ukunduka Greg Apir. Itam Jacopati. Hema Kumari Karil. Cornelia Bianca McLeland. Tek Nath Mishra. Hari Lal Neopani. Neela Neopani. Hema New Pain. Alt Ospiner. Giuseppe Pasquarelli. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Monita Rai. Sashi Rizal. Islam Moshin Zaidan. Can we have one last round of applause for all of our new citizens? One last time, I would like to congratulate all the candidates who became citizens today, and thank all of the family members and friends for joining us for this special occasion. Please feel free to share your pictures on Twitter at #NewUSCitizen or on our Facebook page at USCIS. We would like to thank all of our distinguished guests today, Betty Cruz, Chancellor Gallagher, President Suresh. We would also like to thank Welcoming Pittsburgh and the Pittsburgh Parks Conservancy for helping coordinate this ceremony today. This concludes today's ceremony. On behalf of U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, I would like to congratulate you once again. Much health and happiness as you go forward in this next chapter of your lives. Congratulations.